To other news, did you see Ryan Clark finally addressed his
bro.
firing on the pivot? Did you see that?
I saw it. I saw most of it. I didn't finish it. I'm gonna finish it. But yeah, man. Hey, bruh, it's a wicked world we in, bro. When you start learning them ins and outs, and it crazy because these athletes got podcasts now. I don't know if they have NDAs or whatever, but like he can speak freely on the conversation, the call he received, what the you know what I'm saying, the you know management said to him. Like, dang, bro, it's wicked out here, bro. It's a lot the people don't see behind those closed doors, bro.
And to your point, I was just watching that segment. It was like 45-minute piece on Pivot, and that's pretty much what he said. He said, you know, during his tenure at ESPN, he said Stephen A. Smith even took him out to lunch one time, and they was out in California or something like that, and he told him, "Hey, there's an executive that don't really vibe with you like that, you know." You know, the things that you stand for don't align with the direction he wants the company to go. And, you know, just be mindful of that. And he even admitted to trying to tone himself down. Even like, you know, refraining from touching on certain topics on the pivot because he understands while their two platforms don't intertwine, he understands that, you know, they can impact what he does and, you know, just his work from that perspective too. So he said he's sorry for toning it down because at the end of the day, it's like he, you know, loves those two communities equally. He loves the sports community and just talk about sports, speaking truth and being one of the best analysts out there. But he also loves speaking up for his community, which is the very same thing these big time execs don't really care to do. He also talks about like they did some sports pieces during the NFL season regarding some social issues that never aired. You see what I'm saying? You got to watch it. It was a nice piece, but he pretty much said like he feel like, you know, he was just too black for the network. And it wasn't, he didn't consider it to be a layoff. He said they they intended to fire him and they just were able, you know, they just chose to do it during the time of laying people off.
I did see a portion of it where he spoke about how they would try to get him to apologize and go live about stuff, and he just refused.
He wasn't with that.
Well, don't come to work if you ain't gonna pay. Well, I guess I won't be at work then, but I guess they worked it out. So I know he take a stand, and at that point, I'm guessing like money ain't really an issue. These guys have made millions of dollars, so you gotta kind of be careful with like, you know, how you talking to some of these people. Some people gonna take a stand, some people gonna take the money, but I mean, I get it, bro. It's like, you know, and like, you can't let them take advantage of you and just treat you any kind of way. But also, I don't know if that's a smart move for ESPN. Like, what with the ratings and certain people in the seats, like it's gonna go down. Like, are they trying to prove a point by losing money? Like, I don't get it.
It's
because their ratings ain't been the best, bro.
Yeah, especially now that, you know, media is just so
correct.
Interchangeable. Media has evolved so much, bro. Like, you have people who give you politically correct answers, press conference after a game, but they get on their podcast and just, you know,
talk crazy. Stephen A be like that. Stephen A be talking crazy on his podcast.
Yeah. So traditional media definitely is dying for sure. And I don't know if that's necessarily their bottom dollar. I think it sounds like, according to him, they just want to continue to control certain narratives and not get certain level of pressure. But we saw that during like COVID, right? We saw where you had a lot of companies act like they cared about diversity, equity, and inclusion. And in the moment that, you know, you have leadership that's totally opposing diversity, equity, and inclusion, these companies like, man, fuck that DEI shit. You see what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it really shows where you really stood on DEI to begin with. You feel me? You just was a part of the movement because it was cool at the time, right? So it sounded like he was alluding to, you know, ESPN not really care about, you know, the black plight, for lack of better words. That's kind of what I took from, you know, him talking about it.
And then I saw Shannon saying something about they like how they gonna do that, and you know, but they was just asking us to come on the show in August or whatever.
Yeah, I saw that
part, and I was like, "Dang, bro, it's a dirty world, bro."
Yeah,
and they made them moves. So I don't know.
And I think that's probably has a lot to do with them, moving in silence. They didn't want to put up no red flags. But he said it didn't catch him off guard. He said he's always seen signs of it. He said even when like the schedule kind of rolls out, I guess he was referencing like schedule who's gonna be on what broadcast, who's doing what this football season. He said he saw his role significantly diminish, and he would reach out to certain executives just to make sure that, hey, am I looking at this right? And everybody be like, yeah, we're just trying to get more people involved. But he was like, in hindsight, all these were like clear flags. You feel me?
Right.
So yeah, it sounded like it didn't blind him. It definitely didn't sound like it blinded him or anything.
I think it didn't blind him, but I think how it happened did. It's like I think he was the sentiments of like he went to break, he made the call. It was like, yeah, this is a tough call about and it's like, dang, but hey, people got their platform now. They can go talk. Really give it up about the ins and outs of what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Still want to be careful though, because at the end of the day, you a brand, and other people are kind of seeing how you handle yourself, even outside of employment.
But I don't think it's like maliciously or be like, hey, because you did this, I'm gonna do this. I think it's just like, hey, this is what happened. It is what it is. That type of deal.
And to be honest with you, I think it's gonna come back to bite ESPN in the butt, whether it's from the product that we see on Thursday Night Football or on Monday Night Football is not what it is anymore. And, it's going to bite them in the butt from that perspective. Or another issue is going to pop up, right, where people have to pick a social side, and ESPN has to show that they care about, diversity. And people are going to point to this. Like, you're getting rid of Emmy Award winning broadcasters for being too outspoken on diversity. So it's clear that you don't care about diversity like you say you do. Either way, something is going to happen where it's going to come back to bite them in the butt. It's just only a matter of time, but we'll see.